One, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikakudash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so the Spirit tonight has me in Zechariah 8. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, Again, the word of Yahawah of hosts came to me, saying, Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, I was jealous for Zion in great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Right, because Zion is another word for Israel. So Yahawah Bashim Yashar are jealous towards us. You know, this is why he punishes us. This is why we're under the curses, because of our wickedness, because of our falling away. All right? So he punishes us because of his jealousy. You see? Verse 3. Thus saith Yahawah, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of Yahawah of hosts, the holy mountain. And that's what's happening now, where this is the beginning of the kingdom. The Lord has set up his servants, the prophets, to teach, and we're that governing body, which the word mountain is a parable or a metaphor for a government. All right, and this is the holy government that's being set up, starting out with the Lord's servants, his prophets. Okay, verse 4. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof. Right, because we're going to be at peace when that governing body is set up. After Yahweh Bashem Yahushai restores Israel, restores Zion, these are the type of things that we look forward to. You see, verse 6. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of his people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, saith Yahawah of hosts. Right. What I'm telling you, the restoration of Zion is going to be marvelous, especially for the remnant, how much more for the Father, Yahawah. Right? Verse 7. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country, meaning from all the corners of the earth, all the countries that we've been driven and scattered to. He's going to save us, right? He's going to give us salvation. He's going to gather his elect, like it tells you in let's get it real quick, in Matthew 24 and 31, I think. 24:31, Matthew. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Right, from the east to the west, the north to the south. Right, Zechariah 8, and we're at 7, 8. Zechariah 8 and 8, it says, And I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power in truth and in righteousness. Right. When the kingdom is set up, when the holy mountain is set up, which the holy mountain, the holy government is the Israelites, when we're back in power. All right. So we're going to be ruling in truth and in righteousness. Verse 9. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts. And remember, that means the Lord of armies. Let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days these words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of Yahawah of hosts was laid, and that the temple might be built. Right. So another word for the prophets are the first fruits. Right. Starting out with Yahushai, we are the ones who were there when we laid the foundation of the house. And this is literally what we're doing now in this day, in this time we're in. We are laying the foundation. When you build a house, you first have to set up the foundation, and then you start to, which is like the basement, right? Then you start to build you start to put the walls up, you start to put the second level up, the roof, and so on and so forth. So this is us, the prophets. We're building up the foundation. It says, which were in the day of the foundation of the house of Yahawah of hosts was laid, and the temple might be built, right? Because this temple is what, remember, the tabernacle of Yahawah is with men. Let's get that in Revelation 21:3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, right? And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. All right? Back to Zechariah 8:10. For before these days there was no hire for man, nor hire for beast, nor any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men, every one against his neighbor. Right, all the chaos that happens before the second coming, before before Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai visits the earth in which that he created. Right? Verse 11, but now I will not be unto the residue of this people as in former days, saith Yahawah of hosts. For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give her dew, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all these things. Right, and another word for the remnant is the elect, right? So we're going to be that governing body. It starts out with the elect. Don't get it twisted. All of Israel will be blessed in the kingdom, but there's going to be a governing body, and it's going to be dealing with the elect, or the remnant. It starts out with the prophets, the Lord's servants. Verse 13, and it shall come to pass that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong. See, right now, on this side, the Lord's prophets, his servants, the servants of Judah and the servants of the house of Israel, we're a curse among the heathen, right? Remember, even in ancient Egypt, the first plague or the first curse to come to Egypt was Moses and Aaron, who were the prophets. So right now here in Babylon, America, or spiritual Egypt, we are a curse among the heathen, because, that's why they don't like us. That's why when they see us at the camps, great fear comes upon them, right? Because they're like, what's going on over here? What are these so-called black Latinos and Native Americans? What are they brewing up over here? What's going on? They become curious. They become fearful, So the prophets, we're a curse among these heathen. And why wouldn't we be? We're telling you that our power, Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai, is going to destroy all of their kingdoms. Verse 14, for thus saith Yahawah of hosts, as I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, saith Yahawah of hosts, and I repented not, so again have I thought in these days to do well unto Jerusalem and to do the house of Judah, fear ye not. And he's like, man, you guys pissed me off, so I punished you, but guess what? I have mercy on you, so I'm going to do well unto you. You see? He's a power of balance. Yahawah is a power of balance. He punishes us. He puts curses on us. And then guess what? He raises us up. He delivers us. He's going to deliver us, right? He's going to gather us by the Holy Spirit. And he's going to, do well unto us, as it is written right here. Verse 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. And that's what we do in the streets. We're speaking truth to our neighbor, whether it's our Israelite brethren neighbor, or whether it's in the ancient time, Edom was the neighboring of Judah. So we're telling all the nations. You're prophesying among in front of all nations, right? Just like it tells you in is it Jeremiah 1:5. It says, before, this is talking about the prophet Jeremiah, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, all the nations. We are prophesying to all the nations, right? Not just Israel. Right? The salvation is limited and exclusive for Israel, but nonetheless, we are telling all the nations the prophecies and their futures and their fates, right? So let's see, Zechariah 8, verse 17, it says, And let none of you imagine evil in your heart against his neighbor, and love no false oath, for all these are things that I hate, saith Yahawah. And this is dealing with the Israelite neighbors, right? Because obviously we know that there's going to be evil that comes to the nations, the heathen, and also the 2/3. But you see, this is why it says, in your hearts against your neighbor, love no false oath, for all these are things that I hate, saith Yahawah. Right? So because you don't want to be prophesying wickedly or evil on the elect or the remnant. Verse 18, the word of Yahawah of hosts came unto me, saying, Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness and cheerful feast. Therefore love the truth and peace. Right? And we love the truth, and the peace is only going to be when we are in rulership. Because right now, these wicked Edomites are ruling, so that's why there's constant war. That's why it tells you in Isaiah, and when we rule, when we're in rulership, you so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans, you Israelites, what does it tell you? Isaiah 2 and 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks, meaning turning their weapons into gardening tools or work tools. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Right? Because there's not going to be no more wars when we're in rulership. Because, that we're going to be at peace. After 8 and 17. That's why it says at the end, it says, therefore love truth and peace. Right? Because when we're in rulership, there's going to be nothing but truth and nothing but peace. You ain't going to have to worry about, anything. There's not going to be no threat among any of the nations. Verse 20. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, it shall yet come to pass that there shall come people and the inhabitants of many cities, and the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, Let us go speedily to pray before Yahawah, and to seek Yahawah of hosts I will go also. Right? Because all the nations are going to, they're going to get down with the truth. Otherwise, they're going to be destroyed. They're going to perish. Watch, let's get that. That's in... if they have no choice but to get down with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai, because if they don't, that's not gonna be good for a nation or you other races, you heathen nations. If you're not in line or in subjection to the Israelites, then that means that's a done dada for you. Meaning you're gonna be dealt with. Isaiah 60 and 12, it tells you, for nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. You see that? When we're in rulership, we ain't going to be putting up with no unruly nation or any heathen nation that doesn't want to follow our lead. All right, Zechariah 8. And y'all are going to get in line. You ain't even going to, that's why it says that the inhabitants from the cities they're gonna be, saying, let us go speedily pray before Yahawah. They're gonna be anxious to pray. They're gonna be anxious to follow the laws of Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. You ain't gonna hear about no Buddha anymore in that day. You ain't gonna hear about no Jesus Christ for sure. You ain't gonna hear about any other false idol, false doctrine. That's gonna be a thing of the past. All right. Zechariah 8:21, it says, verse 22. Yeah, many people and strong nations shall come to seek Yahawah of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before Yahawah. Remember, every nation is going to serve us. And they're going to serve us by serving our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? Verse 23. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of a skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you. Right? They're going to know the Most High is with us. You know? Just like Elder Apostle Gabar always likes to bring up the Rekab. How she told the spies of Israel, hey, we know we fear your we fear your we fear your power, right? We've heard of your power. Because like it says, for we know we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you. That's going to be their attitude toward the Israelites. And be like, look, we're going to get down with you because we know the Most High is dealing with you, right? There's not going to be no rebellion from the heathen nations. Not on a national level anyway. And you're still going to have heathens going off and sinning, and we're going to deal with them according to the law. But overall, you're not going to have no one nation uprise and come together and come against us like old Bishop Nate trying to say, which that's total madness that he's teaching that, because there's plenty of verses that debunks that notion that the Edomites are going to come together and cause a rebellion against us. Nah, that ain't going to happen at all. All right? Let's see. Let me see. Maybe it's 11. Oh, yeah. Here it is right here, I think. Rahab. All right, we'll read it right here. Because this is going to be the sentiment. Because Rahab was a heathen, Rahab. All right, and this is going to be all the nations in the kingdom are going to have this fear of our power and of our nation. They're not gonna fuck with us at all, right? Because they're gonna know our power. They're gonna know, the Most High is with us. It says right here, and the king of Jericho sent unto Rahab, saying, bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house, for they be come to search out all the country. And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said thus, there came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were. So she lied. She acted like she didn't know where the 2 spies from Israel were. It says, verse 5, and it came to pass about the time of the shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the men went out. Whither the men went, I would not pursue after them quickly, for ye shall overtake them. So she lied. She said, go get them once the gate closes. You'll catch them out there, right? She was lying to the king of Jericho. It says, but she had brought them up to the roof of the house and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. And the men pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords. And as soon as they which pursued after them were gone out, they shut the gate. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them on the roof. And she said unto the men, I know that Yahawah hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us. She had fear of Yahawah, right? She actually had some wisdom, right? and all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. Right, the people were afraid of the Israelites. For we have heard how Yahawah dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the two kings of the Amorites, and that were on the other side Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we heard these things, our hearts did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For Yahawah your power, he is the power in heaven above and in earth beneath. See? So she was telling them basically, hey, we're afraid of your power. We're afraid of Yahawah, right? A heathen woman. So that's how these heathen are going to be in the kingdom. They're going to be afraid of us. They're going to want to get down with us because they're going to know that, they're going to know what's up. They're going to know that we are the people of Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. All right. And like Zechariah 8, and I'll read it, the last verse again, 23, just to solidify the point. It says, thus saith Yahawah of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you. Right? So the nations are going to know, man. They're going to know what's up. It ain't like right now how these people, they don't believe we're the men of Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. They don't even believe that the so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans are the people of Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai, right? But in that day, they're going to know, and they're going to fear, and they're going to want to get down with us, all right? So with that, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rekakwadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge the Akim, who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.